must be ready for some RSR sound. Welcome back to Valvetronic Designs. Today, we're talking valve systems on the 992s. Come with me. I want to show you guys possibly the best looking 992 RS out there. And we talk about the best, talk about the wrap, talk about the way this car looks, but also the way it sounds. Check this out, guys. Now, in another video, you will have seen me with the same outfit. That's because we had the RSR exhaust setup on the car with no valves, and now we're switching to our valve setup. The system on the car, it's got the race headers, and it has the valved rear section. What the valve rear section does is it gives you a huge amount of flexibility. Let's say you take the car on a lot of long journeys, like a lot of people do. The car behind me is actually my car, and even though I've only had it for about 4 months, we've put almost 5,000 miles on this wicked car. The wrap is new, but the exhaust configuration is still the best on the market, and here is why. I drive the car all the time. I take people in it, I take people for rides, but in my apartment complex, I have to have valves because when you close the valves, this car, even with the race headers, goes back to being like it's bone stock. You'd never know the car is modified. And the difference of 10 to 15 decibels is the difference of people being very upset with you when you start the car in the morning, as I've experienced the one time I had the RSR set up on the car. When I started the car, a bunch of car alarms went off, which was not the best thing. But now with the valve section, even with the headers, you get all the RSR sound, all the flexibility with the valves, and it's truly an unparalleled sound experience. Additionally, it's important to know that we are using the Keys Motorsports valve controller. From factory, these valves don't open all the way, but the Keys controller is going to give us full control over those OEM valves. Rear section with this configuration, no check engine lights, no issues, operates with factory valve solenoids, and with the Keys controller, you get more flexibility from open to close. It's the best setup. Startup, revs, flybys, we're going to do launch control, hard accelerations, and we're really going to show you why Valvetronic is on top inside the car with interior clips and, of course, GoPro footage on the back. Our goal at Valvetronic Designs is to deliver enthusiasts the ultimate experience. This setup is not cheap. It's actually quite inexpensive when you consider other options on the market. This setup has way more flexibility than anything else. When you compare Dundon, JCR, and the other systems on the market that have valves, this system is going to be way quieter with the valves closed than those systems and offer you the best experience. Let's get to it. valve section on, and with the valves open, you get such a nice aggressive sound. This setup, when the bypasses are open and it runs free flow unrestricted through the X pipe, you get a huge amount of volume because it's just an unrestricted section with lots of crossover in the X pipe. So you get a big velocity increase, which is going to enhance that RSR sound. But inside the car here, with the valves open, it's loud, but it's still pretty usable, which is nice. If I close the valves, it genuinely goes back to just being all engine and no exhaust, which is so nice, especially for cars that have headers. It's really important to always know that when you're gonna modify a car like this, there are compromises with going with some of the other systems that are on the market. They are so loud and so peaky and so droney that the Valvetronic setup really gives an nth level of enjoyment within the configuration because of how flexible it is with the valve setup. And then with the RSR setup, it is nowhere near as bassy and droney as some of the other systems on the market. Also, viewers, the car does, you'll see, it has a check engine light. That's because we are running a set of race headers, fully free flow configuration, and the car has no software. This is a completely bone stock car except for the headers and exhaust. So that's why the check engine light is on, but the valves still work. Everything is totally 100% functional. The car pulls and drives and operates 100% flawlessly. You just have to look at a little yellow guy because we have the headers, but it's not a fault of the exhaust system. All right, valves open, guys. Listen to the ricochet off these buildings. everybody, is the Pink Pig with the valved exhaust experience. This car is so spectacular. We all know that putting an exhaust on these cars really cranks up the experience, but when it comes to choosing the best exhaust solution for you, there's obviously a lot of choice on the market, but as you can hear in this video, there's no other system on the market that's gonna have the same flexibility and sound quality as the Valvetronic system. If you're gonna buy a valve system, why don't you get a valve system that's optimized for everyday use and for every situation, so when you do close those valves, it's actually really quiet. The design configuration for this system with the muffler casing on top of the X-pipe before it goes out really gives that dynamic tone that you want. You drive this car around in normal mode, you can hear on the GoPro shots and on the flybys, there's huge flexibility in the valved rear section. That's how we like to do it. If we're gonna offer the best experience, it's gonna be the best sounding configuration, which I think it's as good or very close to any other non-valve system on the market. When those valves are closed, man, is it so nice to just put the car in normal, cruise at 7th gear, and not have any drone, no unwanted frequencies, working with the OEM valves. That's how we like to do it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you're looking to get an exhaust for this, your 992 GT3, your ST, your RS, or your Touring, feel free to reach out to us, give us a phone call, reach out to us on emails, or you can send us a message on our live chat on our website with real people behind the screen every day to make sure you get the best exhaust configuration for your needs. Thanks again, guys, for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next 4-liter flat 6 video. See you then.